A lot of people say it's old school and it's, archaic. Why would you do that? You have all this other at your fingertips, but it's a safe way to store for a long period of time. And as long as you take care of it and keep it in climate controlled and check it and make sure that it doesn't have anything going on. And if it does have anything going on, like the redox or the vinegar syndrome, or if it starts getting brittle, you can have it duplicated before it gets too bad, so you can still maintain a good copy of the film. But and you get rid of the bad stuff. But if you take care of it and store it properly, it can last up to 500 years.
Now, you guys were telling me that it's like 2,000 pages of documents fit on this one spool.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about, rather than that, right?
Right.
That takes up a little more space than
Yes.
than this does right here.
So if you had one of the large banker boxes, which is twice that size, maybe 2.5 that size, you could get all of that on one roll of film. You can get 90 of those rolls of film in one of those boxes. So that's a good comparison of how much space you save. So that's a very big factor in, you can only keep so much paper for so long and you run out of room.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it's not stored properly, it doesn't last as long as the microfilm will, period. Especially with all the new chemicals, different chemicals they use in it and stuff, and it'll start deteriorating. If somebody puts paper clips on it, there's going to be rust on it. If somebody puts rubber bands on it, it's going to stick to it and degrade, and then you can't read where the rubber band was, So the microfilm is just safer all the way across the board, and it saves a lot of room.
Well, there's something to be said about physical media.
Yes.
We're in a digital age now. A lot of people aren't even buying DVDs anymore because you have to have a place to put them, So they stream. So, but there's drawbacks to being 100% electronic, right?
There are. So if for some reason there was a natural disaster and the courthouse was just wrecked, we still have a backup off-site of the microfilm that we can bring in. Yes, we really need the reader printer to be able to look at it because it blows the picture up, but technically you could have a flashlight and a magnifying glass and you could still read that film without any electricity. Just the flashlight would be all you'd had to have.
Yeah, I guess if there was the need for that, you could actually do it.
If it was. And
whereas you can't pull a hard drive out of a computer and hold it up to the light.
Right. And you have no way to look at it if you don't have a generator, or, if the power's gone for 2 weeks, because Michelle here in the county clerk's office, she is responsible for the deed records and the oil and gas and all of the things that you would file for as an official public record.
Right.
So, she has a responsibility to take care of all that. So she's taking care of your records. She has a backup of your records that are filed in the county clerk's office. So if something happens here, she can still go out there and pull that film, and she can feel safe that she has the documents still, even if this office is completely wrecked.
This is the camera that you guys use right here.
Yes.
And a guy named Chuck runs that thing, and
she's been around a little while.
It's pretty fascinating. This is really old. Do you know how old it is?
I do not. It was here way before I was.
Yeah, and it's because it totally looks like a 40s or 50s thing. I don't really know. So that's the camera, and then the documents go here, and then a picture is taken with a foot pedal right down there, and then the roll just keeps on going until it's full, and then you guys send it off to be developed, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And then, hoping it's not lost in the mail. Has one ever been lost in the mail? A film?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, that's good. That's
Since I've been here, nothing's been lost. It's always been real good about getting it back
Oh yeah.
and getting there.
Here's the photographer right here. Hey Chuck, how's it going?
Just fine.
And the boss. Hey Michelle.
Hi,
Kinda
Jamie.
hanging out, making sure I
Oh,
don't do
yeah?
something wrong.
Oh,
Correct.
So that was a look at the camera over there, and you showed me in detail how to use that. And let's take a look at the viewer.
Okay.
You have a roll of film there to look at.
Sure. This is brand new back from being processed. This is actually some of the civil film that Chuck recently filmed.
This is very old school right here, but new school.
This is, yes, we still have our old Big Bertha. Oh, that
There's
goes on a lot easier.
There's actually a reader printer out at the Records Management Building.
Yes.
Oh, that's
So we
smart.
do have a backup to this one right here. This is a newer model.
Because this one will actually print any image on there, right?
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
I think we purchased it in 2019 or 2020, around that time.
It was pretty modern. I mean, I saw the buttons on it that say print. They didn't used to come that way, I'm sure. Now you're.
Rail it through here and I can pull it out and go a little faster until I get to some light. Oh, here we are.
Aha! I'm starting to see some squares on the film,
Yes,
and those are pages.
they are. I don't know what's going on.
Those are corners of pages.
Corners of pages. There's a page.
Oh, there we go.
And we're upside down. Oh, that knob is touchier than. Okay. So. And then you just. Go through and here's.
There you go. And those are negatives.
Yes, and you can print from here. You can, yes.
And then when you print, it turns into a positive.
Correct.
Mickey D. Smith. There's somebody I hadn't talked to in a while.
Michelle has an example here of what we printed a while ago. So, yeah.
There we go. And that's how it comes out when you want a physical copy of it.
Mhm.
Well, that's really cool.
So, if you needed something from an old civil case, this is the film that you would go to.
Well, that is really cool. Seems pretty effective, you know?
Yes. I would really like for you to see the books that we had made. And I know Michelle wants you to see the books that we had made from film. That from film just like this.
Yeah, so you can take what's there and make a new record book, right?
Correct. So last year's archive project, we did some probate minute books. We were missing, we could not find Book B. However, we had the film here, and that book in particular was made from that film. Now, Book A at one time did not belong to the county clerk. At one time it was housed in the district clerk's office. And they had given it to the Texas State Commerce, correct?
Texas A&M Commerce.
Texas A&M Commerce. And Nancy was able to track that down, and we had Book A made from a duplicate or dupe of that film. And so now on premise, we have A through, I think, R of the probate minute books, and we will have S through Z preserved this next budget year.
Yeah, so like if something happens to the computer system, like Nancy was talking about a little bit ago, you still have a physical backup.
Correct.
And but like 2 copies or just one or?
Well, we have the film
Mhm.
and we have the physical book.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And some of that stuff's stored offsite.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
The film is stored offsite.
All right. Okay, all right. Well, yeah, that's pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, and I'm glad you got a guy like this. He's such an excellent photographer. Everything's in perfect focus.
Good.
You're doing a really good job. Well, thanks you guys so much. That's been pretty interesting. Seeing what a great use of an old, not antiquated machine. I mean,
Yes.
it's still working.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Just like us, we're still working.
All right, I think I'm going to stop on that note. So thanks a lot, you guys. And we'll have more later on KLTV7 News and KLTV.com. And if you need some records, these guys can take care of you. Unless it's a Beatles record, then you'll have to go somewhere else.